Hey, what's up? I'm Matea Babcock, and in this video I'm going to share with you the two things that I do every time I get on to make sure my horse is in good mental frame of mind and make sure that I have the control that I need. Obviously, I've already warmed my horse up on the ground. That's like a #1 priority to make sure that your horse is relaxed and in the right frame of mind to ride. And then from there, once you're on, I like to do lateral flexion and hindquarter yields. And lateral flexion, you just raise one rein up, you'll slide one hand down. Notice I'm not leaning forward and grabbing the rein. I'm bringing the rein to me by either pulling straight up or pulling my elbow back. See how that shortens my rein automatically? And then I'll close one finger at a time. This hand, this is important, drops to the mane of the horn, and then I'll bring this hand around to my knee. And it's very important, I like to not bring it to my hip because I don't want to confuse my cue for hindquarter yield that we're going to do in a minute. So I can do this, and if I feel like my horse is like immediately going to pull their head away, or if they're doing what she's doing where they're just leaning, I can also play a little game here. I can slide my hand up and bring it back down, slide my hand up, bring it back down. And I'm looking for when I release that rein that she just holds her head there. Like, I'm trying to give her that responsibility and not just think, oh, I get to take my head away when she releases that rein. There we go. And then I can release. And I'll do it again because I think she can be a whole lot softer. See how much nicer that was? And then she gets a little stuck here. So I'm just gonna wait on her, and I can bring it up and slide it down. Bring it up, slide it down. And do a little tromboning here until she can hold that position. She's kind of napping on me here. There we go. But that's one way you can also get your horse better at lateral flexion. And of course we want to do this on both sides. Make sure my horse can easily tip their nose around just like that without moving their feet. Now, say you're working with a green horse and they try to move off on you, just hold that position right here until their feet stop and then release your rein. Playing with this little tromboning will come later if you're on a green horse. There we go, good girl. That was much better. All right, so the next one is hindquarter yield. So what I like about this is it makes sure that you have control. So the motor of our horse is in the hind end, and so if we can disengage it and take the power away, we know we can do things like turn and stop and that kind of thing, which are two very important things when we're riding, right? So to do a hindquarter yield, my button is back here towards, if you have a Western saddle, it'll be towards the back cinch. And I'll slip my leg back, I'll put pressure on, and then my hand, close my fingers around that and bring it towards my belly button. And I can even bring it around towards my opposite shoulder if I need to. I don't want my horse's head bent too much, just tipped in the direction I'm going. And that's how I start those hindquarter yields. Now eventually, I want to have this be my horse's responsibility. And that's where I can put my reins in a California roll, just twist my reins, grab that X, leave my hand in the mane, gonna give her a little more responsibility. I'm gonna slip my leg back. I'm gonna expect that she doesn't allow that front end to drift. It's drifting a little bit, but I'm gonna wait for her to commit to it, which means I'm just gonna hold my leg on longer there until that front end settles. So I like to give my horse the opportunity to do it right, and I want to wait to correct them until they're actually committed to the mistake. And I'll show you that one more time on the beginner stage, and I'm just gonna, here, I'll do a side view. So for my side view here, I'm gonna bring my rein up. I'll slide my hand almost down to the mane there. I'll slip my leg back, press here, and bring my fingernails up. And that's how I can do my hindquarter yield. And that's gonna help me be able to stop and turn my horse effectively. So just a couple thoughts for you there. Till next time, keep it simple and keep it savvy.